Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday's maths lesson. I hope you've had a lovely weekend and you're ready to do some super maths today. So let's begin by seeing what we need for today's lesson. Today, you will need a whiteboard and a pen. You'll need a pencil and your home learning book or some paper, and you will need a number line. And there is a number line in your home learning pack. If you need to get any of those things together, pause the video here. Okay, let's get on with today's lesson. And we're going to begin by playing a game. Over the half-term break, I started watching a program on TV called House of Games. And I thought, aha, that's a good idea for our maths activity. So we're going to start each maths lesson this week by playing a different game from Mr. Williams's House of Games. Okay, let's start with today's game. Today's game is called This Round is in Code. And we're going to play a different game every day. So what's this game all about? Well, you can see here we have got some letters and some numbers at the bottom of the screen. We've got the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. And underneath we've got the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the reason for that is every letter is worth a different value. So the letter A is worth 1, B is worth 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, F is 6, G is worth 7, H is 8, I is 9, and J is worth 10. And you have got to use that to help you work out the value of each word that you see. So let's just do one all together. So here's the word bag. How much is the word bag worth? Well, it's got the letters B, A, and G in it. The letter B is worth 2 points. The letter A is worth 1 point, and the letter G is worth 7 points. So we need to add those numbers together to find out the value of the word bag. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start with my letter G, the 7-point one, because often we start with the biggest number when we're adding things together because that makes it a bit easier for us. Then I'm going to add on the 2 and the 1. Well, I know that 2 and 1 is 3, and then 3 add 7 is 10. So the value of the word bag is 10. Bag is worth 10 points. And that's how this game works. You're going to see some different words and you've got to work out their value by adding together the 3 letters of the word. In last week's maths, we were adding together 3 numbers, so it should be a bit of a practice of doing that. And every word you see, you'll have 15 seconds to work it out. Okay, are you ready to play? Here we go. Your first word is coming up, and your first word is bad. Off you go. B-A-D, bad. Mr. Williams is bad at counting sometimes, because I've sometimes made mistakes. B-A-D. Okay, time's up. If you need a little bit more time, pause the video here. So, bad. B is worth 2 points. A is worth 1, and D is worth 4. So we've got 2, add 1, add 4. And all together, when we add those together, it makes 7. Bad is worth 7. Well done if you got it right. And the next word is bee, a busy bee buzzing around. B-E-E. And there we go. Time is up again, but you can always pause the video if you need a bit more time to work it out. B, we've got the letter B, which is worth 2. Then we've got 2 letter E's, and E is worth 5 points. So we've got 5 and 5, add 2. 5 and 5 is 10, add 2 is 12. A B is worth 12 points. Next word, please. Cab, a taxi cab. C-A-B. And there we go, time's up again. So CAB, C is worth 3, A is 1, and B is 2. That's 3, add 2, add 1. 2 add 1 is 3, 3 add 3 is 6. So cab is worth 6 points. Well done if you had it correct. Next word, please. Bed, B-E-D, bed. It's time for bed. And there we go, time's up. Okay, how much is bed worth? B is worth 2. E is worth 5 and D is worth 4. So we've got 5 add 4 add 2. 5 add 4 is 9, add 2 is 11. Next word, please. Add. Add these 3 numbers together to find out the value of add. A, D, D. Okay, time's up. The word add has got the letter A, which is worth 1, and 2 Ds. They are both worth 4. So that's 4 add 4. Double 4 is 8. Add 1 is 9. And the next word is jab. A jab, that's like an injection. Lots of people are having jabs at the moment. J-A-B. Okay, time is up. Let's have a look. The letter J right on the end there is worth 10 points. A is worth 1 and B is worth 2. So that's 10, add 1, add 2, which is 13 points. And let's have one more word. Fab. F-A-B. Fab. Will you be fab and work this word out? Okay, time's up. F is worth 6. A is worth 1 and B is worth 2. So that's 6, add 1, add 2, which is 9 points. Okay, our very last word for this game is dig, D-I-G. I'm going to dig in the garden. Time is up. Okay, this is the trickiest word because we've got some bigger scoring letters here. So D is worth 4, I is worth 9, and G is worth 7. That's 4 and 9 and 7. Well, 9 and 7, that is 16. Add on the 4, 16 and 4 are number bonds to 20. So 16 and 4 is 20. Dig is worth 20. Well, I hope you've enjoyed playing this round as in code. Tomorrow we will have another game from Mr. Williams's House of Games. But let's get on with today's maths lesson. And in today's lesson, we're going to be asking, how do brilliant mathematicians subtract a 1-digit number from a 2-digit number? Okay, I've got some questions for you to start with that I'm going to ask you to have a go at. There's a little number line on the screen there, which goes from 16 to 22. And I would like you to use that number line to solve the calculation below. 22, take away 1, take away 2, take away 3, 4, 5, and 6. So pause the video, spend a couple of minutes using that number line to work out the answers to those questions. Okay, how did you get on with that? Well, let's quickly go through the answers. So first of all, 22 take away 1. We just had to count back 1. The answer is 21. 22 take away 2. We had to count back 2. So hopefully that's how you work them out, and you managed to count back the right amount to work out the answers to all of the questions. That last one there, 22 take away 6. If we counted back 6, we would land down on 16. So hopefully that was okay. I just want us to think about those a little bit more. So I've got on the screen here 22 take away 3. But you can see on my number line, I have got the answer to 22 take away 2. And the reason for that is I'm going to use that to help me to work out the other calculations, because we're going to do something called bridging through 10. We're going to count back, stopping off at 10, because it's easier to work things out in our mind if we do that. So to work out 22 take away 3, I'm going to do 22 take away 2, which takes me to 20, and then I'm going to take away 1 more. So I've taken away 3, but I've split it into 2 and 1. 22 take away 2 is 20, take away 1 is 19. So if I was going to do 22 take away 4, I'm going to count back 2, and then I need to count back another 2. So I've got 22 take away 2 is 20, 20 take away 2 is 18. So the answer to 22 take away 4 is 18. Now the next one, 22 take away 5. I think you can see how this is going to work now. 22 take away 2 is 20. I need to take away 3 more, and that will get me to 17. So the answer to 22 take away 5 is 17. And then finally, 22 take away 6. I'm going to do it by taking away 2 first of all. Then I've got to take away 4 more. 22 take away 6 is 16. Right then. Now we're going to be doing some questions where we bridge through our tens numbers today. And to help us do that, we're going to practice our number bonds, because knowledge of our number bonds will really help us to answer these questions. So I have got here the number 8, and we're going to be thinking about our number bonds to 8. I'm going to show you one of the parts. 8 is a whole. I'll show you one of the parts. You've got to work out the other part, and you're only going to have the time it takes for the little green man to parachute down the screen to do it. Okay, so are you ready? 8 is our whole number. One of our parts is 5. What's the other part? Okay, did you get it? It's 5 and 3. 5 and 3 are the two parts. 5 and 3 are number bonds to 8. 5 and 3 equals 8. Are you ready for the next one? Our next part is 6. 6 and what make 8? 6 and 2 make 8. Okay, next one. Our next part is 4. What's the other part? Now I know this one. This is easy, isn't it? Because this is one of our doubles. Double 4 is 8. 4 and 4 make 8. 4 and 4 are number bonds to 8. Let's think about that one just a moment, because that could help us to work out 14 take away 8. Because to do this one, I'm going to count back. I'm going to bridge through my tens. So to do that, the first thing I need to do is do 14 take away 4. And then I've got 4 left over, because I know that I can split my 8 into 2 4s. So I can do 14 take away 4, which is 10, and then take away another 4, which is 6. So that's the first thing you do. You bridge through 10, and then you take away the other part. Let's try that for 16 take away 8. So if I was going to do 16 take away 8, the first thing I need to do is to bridge through my 10. So I'm going to take away 6 first of all. And then how much left have I got to take away? 2 more. 16 take away 6 is 10, and take away 2 is 8. So the answer to 16 take away 8 is 8. Let's see what this looks like if we were going to do it on a number line. So there's my 16 take away 8, and I'm going to partition my 8 into 6 and into 2. Those are the two parts. And here's my number line. So I'm going to start at 16, and the first thing I'm going to do is take away that 6, and that takes me down to 10. And then once I've got to 10, I then need to take away 2 more. So I've done 16 take away 6 is 10, and then 10 take away 2 is 8. So I've managed to work out 16 take away 8 by bridging through 10, and the answer is 8. Let's try another one. So here we go, 16 take away 9. Let's think about our two parts. There's our number line. The first thing we need to do is to take away that 6. That's our first part. Then our next part that I need to take away is 3, because 6 and 3 is 9. So now I need to do 10 take away 3. And 10 take away 3 takes me to 7. So I can split up 16 by 9 into 16 take away 6 equals 10, and then 10 take away 3 equals 7. Now let's try this one. 15 take away 7. What am I going to do first? Okay, let's find our number bonds. Our first number that we need is 5 to help us bridge through 10. And then our next number is going to be 2, because 5 and 2 is 7. Let's draw our number line out. There we go. We're going to start at 15, and then we're going to take away our first jump of 5. What am I going to do next? Pause the video and think what our next step is going to be. Okay, did you think? Yes, our next step is now going to be to take away that jump of 2. So I've done 15 take away 5 is 10, and 10 take away 2 is 8. So the answer to 15 take away 7 is 8. Using our number bonds really helps us to work things out quickly in our mind, and we're going to be using that idea in some of our questions and some of our challenges today. So here are today's 3 challenges. Our first challenge, our green challenge that all of you can do, is to subtract a 1-digit number using the number line. Then our middle challenge, our yellow challenge that most of you will be able to have a go at, is to subtract a 1-digit number, but by using that part-whole model that we just practiced. And then finally, our pink challenge with our submarine that some of you will also be able to have a go at is by using different representations, different models to show subtraction. So I'm going to go through each of those challenges one by one, and you can pause the video at the right time. So here's our first one, using the number line to solve these problems. So we have got 6 takeaway problems that you need to use the number line and bridge through 10 to do it. If you'd like to try that one, pause the video here. 10 minutes should be about the right amount of time to do that. On to our next challenge. This one, I would like you to use the idea of the number bonds by partitioning the number into the 2 parts and then bridging through 10. Pause the video if you would like to try those questions. Then finally on to our last challenge, and you can do this one after you've tried the one before, and there are just some different models here for you to look at. We've got some number bonds ones, and we can see some of our numbers are written in words. Then underneath that, we've got some bar models. You've got to fill in the blank part of the bar by drawing the bar out and filling in the missing number. And then you have got 2 more questions to calculate using the column method to take away. You can also, if you want, look on our school website. There are some further maths challenges there. If you put into your search address bar tinyurl.com/maths challenges, that will take you to our extra maths challenges if you want to try them. Okay, pause the video. Hopefully 10 minutes will be enough to complete that challenge. Okay, everybody, let's go through our answers. So for the first one here, we had 13, take away 5, and we could do that by take away 3, then take away 2, the answer is 8. 15, take away 7, take away 5, then take away 2, the answer is also 8. 13, take away 7, take away 3, then take away 4, the answer is 6. 12, take away 7, take away 2, then take away 5, and we land on 5. 16, take away 9, we could do that by doing take away 6, then take away 3 more. Some of you might think it's easier to do take away 10 and add 1 back on. The answer is 7. Then 18, take away 9, and the answer to that is 9. Some of you might know your doubles and realize that double 9 is 18, and that would help you to know that 18 take away 9 is 9. Well done if you got those ones correct. On to the next challenge. Let's go through the answers. 15 take away 7 is 8. 23 take away 6 is 17. 23 take away 8 is 15. 33 take away 6 is 27. 32 take away 8 is 24. And 25 take away 9 is 16. Well done if you got those ones correct. On to our last set of answers. So the missing part holds. The first one we had 44. The next one, and you had to work that out by doing 53, take away 9. The next one, our missing number is 36. 42, take away 6 is 36. Onto the bar models beneath. Our first number was 28, and then the next one was 19. And then on to our column method, we've got 91, take away 7, and the answer is 84. Then we've got 54, take away 8, and the answer to that is 46. Well done if you got those correct. And if you did the extra maths challenges on our website too, well done for trying any of those. That brings us to the end of today's maths lesson. We're going to carry on with subtracting tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you then and looking forward to playing another game from the House of Games. So until tomorrow's lesson, have a lovely rest of your day and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.